Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance.
We gon' run this town.
It's day 3 and I headed out at about sunrise, but I've just spotted 3 fellow up in the canyon. They're currently at about 140 yards, so I've walked into the thorn trees and I'm hoping to get a bit closer. Fingers crossed I can get a shot off. Oh, it's taken me about 20 minutes to stalk around, and by the time I got here they'd all gone, unfortunately, and I don't know which way they went because I didn't see them at all. So as I mentioned, it's day 3. I left at sunrise this morning, which is about 7:30. Been walking for about an hour. I'm heading to a spot where we're going to set up a temporary hide on a waterhole, and hopefully I'll just sit it out and get something there. We've had lots of rain overnight, which makes it really hard, and there's plenty of feed around because the grass is just growing like mad. So there's lots of animals, you can see them everywhere. It's just trying to get close to them or getting them to come into a waterhole where it's a bit easier to shoot them. So yeah, I'm going to walk, I think it's another 2 k's up this dry riverbed to where the waterhole is, and I'll set up a temporary hide and sit it out. Looks like the zebras have come through this way. It's not very fresh. We did see them up yesterday, up on the hill. There's only 4 of them. 4 females. Some fresh springbuck track. Fresh springbuck droppings too. The problem is that the wind's blowing from behind me at the moment. So I need to get moving along this ridge line and cut back down into the riverbed. I just arrived at the hide, got myself comfortable, and before I even picked up the bow, 6 kudu just ran right past me, like 50 meters away. I tried to call out to try and stop them, but they were bolting, so I'm not sure if someone's taken a shot at them behind me somewhere. There's 4 females and 2 males. Good size too. Anyway, they've gone into the bush along here, so I don't know if they'll keep running or if they'll stop. I don't know if they'll come back, I doubt it. They're quite transient, the kudu, so. Anyway, I'll actually get the bow ready this time and sit and wait. Well, the kudu are definitely running away from something because they just got followed by a lone springbok sprinting past. So I'm guessing someone's taken a shot at them at the back and over the other ridge. And that's why they're running. And just after I stopped talking to you, another one ran past. Looked like a steenbok. Maybe 120 yards away along the ridge at the back there. So this is where the kudu come running through. You can see there. Off into that stuff, and that's what the kudu love to live in. So they may have stopped, but the pace they were travelling at, I doubt it. I sat in the hide for about 2 hours and nothing came in, so I've decided to try some more spot and stalk. I'm in the riverbed at the moment, walking through the thorn trees, which is prime kudu environment. I haven't seen any yet, but I can certainly smell them, and there's plenty of droppings and spur. So I'll just keep working my way slowly into the wind, and with a bit of luck I'll spot something. I've decided to head back to camp. It's nearly lunchtime and the temperature's dropping considerably. It's quite windy. Plus I just heard a rifle shot behind me, and I'm not too keen on sharing the space with rifle hunters, so I'm going to head back to camp, get a coffee and something to eat. If I do spot anything else, you'll be the first to know. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the same. Unfortunately, I didn't film it, but I just took a shot at a rabbit, one of these. Unfortunately, it was a bit short. It bounced just in front of him. And the arrow's okay. I'll have a look at it properly when I get back to camp. But yeah, the arrow looks okay, so I can hopefully use it again. And the rabbit's also okay. He ran off in that direction. Well, I've had some lunch and now we're heading out for an afternoon hunt. It's quite windy, which is not a bad thing. It covers the noise of your footsteps. Unfortunately, the audio from the bow cam is not great, especially with the wind, so I'm going to tell you exactly what happened here. My mate Chris was in front of me, and he spotted a springbok about 60 meters ahead of us, just below the ridge, crouching down to protect itself from the wind. At first glance, we thought it was quartering towards us, but it was actually quartering away, with its head lying on its body. So it looked like it was quartering towards us, the way it was crouched down. After popping our heads up a couple of times to have a look, we realized what was happening. I slowly crawled towards the drop-off because there was a bush to hide behind. Chris ranged it at about 50 meters, and I had to get ready because I knew that once I stood up, the chances are the springbok would spot me. So I had to draw while on my knees, stand up and take the shot as quickly as possible so as not to startle him. Oh fuck. Short. That's hard work.
Fuck, he took off.
So I guess my inexperience cost me here. My shot had the right line, but I was short. So we ranged it at 50 meters. It was bedded down and it was below the ridge, so lower than me. And also there was wind coming across the plane and then dropping down, so the wind probably affected the shot, pushing it down a bit. But having a springbok bedded down made it a really small target, and I don't think I compensated enough. Chris and I just been out for an evening sunset kudu hunt. We did see 3 cows. Unfortunately, they were downwind from us, so there wasn't much good. We walked all up along the river, and we managed to spook 2 steenbokke. And other than that, pretty uneventful, except for this magnificent sunset that's behind us. African sunset. Good morning. This is the last hunt of my stay. We're out very early. Everything's frosted this morning. Ice everywhere. We're just going to walk the riverbed again and hopefully see some kudu. I've got Chris with me again. We just got dropped off and we're walking to the riverbed while the sun comes up. Beautiful morning. Clear skies. Freezing cold.
This morning is we're hunting into the wind, but we're also hunting into the sun. So the animals are silhouetted and you can't see them until you're on top of them. We've already spooked 2 fallow and a zebra, but we'll keep trying. The sun's moving slowly up, so hopefully it'll get a bit better. It's a beautiful morning, spectacular. Unfortunately, it's also good for the animals because it's really hard not to make a noise when there's no wind, so they can hear us coming. Chris just spooked something towards me. I didn't see what it was, but it's big. I could hear it running in the trees. I'm trying to outflank it by going around to the right. Hopefully I can see it at least.
It was a bust, unfortunately. They came from west to east, crossing in front of me, and then they got spooked and they took off. It was a big bull and 2 mature cows, but they're gone now. They took off up the riverbed towards more cover. Anyway, going to head back to camp now for some breakfast. Been out here for a couple of hours, stomach's rumbling. Just need coffee and some food. And then I'm going to pack up and head back home. My time has come to an end. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Wow, Africa. What an experience. I'd recommend it to anyone. Obviously we're in the Karoo. Plenty of other places to hunt in South Africa. Eastern Cape is very popular as well for bow hunters. As an inexperienced bow hunter, it was hard work. I got 2 shots off, didn't get anything unfortunately, but I would definitely recommend the experience to anyone. It's fantastic out here. Cold at night. Today it's going to be a hot one, probably get up to, I think when we were here on Tuesday it was 27 degrees, so in the middle of winter. Hunted 5 hunts between morning and evening hunts. Didn't shoot anything with a bow, but there's plenty of game and it's all about experience. Being able to get up close is really hard if you're just doing spot and stalk plains game. The hides, there are a couple of hides on this farm. It wouldn't have helped because there's so much grass out in the veld and there's plenty of water, so they don't need to come into the water troughs at all. Where the hides are, where the windmills are, there's just too much at the moment. We did manage to shoot a gemsbok, a wildebeest and a springbuck with a rifle, with a suppressor, so there's no worry about scaring the animals. But as you've seen on the video, there's plenty of animals. There's no shortage. I think we counted, yesterday afternoon, we counted a herd of 16 gemsbok, African oryx, probably 120 springbuck on this farm. Unfortunately now, as we get towards the end of the season, the farmer's going to have to cull them because there's too many. He's got some more hunters coming this weekend, so hopefully they shoot something, which will help with the numbers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Not sure I'll get more African hunting videos, back to the Samba and Australian hunting, but I'll definitely come back next year and try again. Hopefully with a bit more experience, I'll be able to get a bit closer to the animals. Thanks again. Ciao.